We've all dreamed of owning a professional football club, but at one point we've also all realized that we may never be rich enough to make it a reality. The main reason we're all here is because we want to fulfill that lifelong dream of owning a football club together. The member-owned model has been around since football was created, with some of the most successful clubs in the world like Real Madrid, FC Barcelona, and Bayern Munich being owned by thousands of members. We studied their bylaws and realized not only was this possible, but there was even room for innovation to be even more democratic and inclusive. The second major reason we started FCG is that we are tired of billionaires running our beautiful game and using the clubs for profit or worse, to wash their image. We want to help reverse the trend of billionaire control, one club at a time. Not all billionaire owners have bad intentions, but we don't think one person in complete control of any club is the way a game should be run. It's the people's game and it should be owned and run by the people. And again, this isn't just some hope and prayer. History has proven that this model can lead to massive success. It should also be clear, members of Football Club Group are not in this to make money and pull profits from the club. Our ultimate goal is to perpetually reinvest extra profits back into the club so that our men's and women's squads can win more games and advance to higher leagues. We want to eventually win Champions League one day. We're here to fulfill our dreams, have fun, and help shape the future of our beautiful game. This is why.
Testing. Prova, prova, prova. We are here in Montella. Prova, prova, torre.
Allora, ciao, buonasera a tutti, ci siamo, sono tornato qui in Campania per giornata 14 penso proprio atterrato dal volo a Roma, sceso qui immediatamente a Volturara e adesso siamo a Montella per vedere Terminio contro Torella dei Lombardi. We are here. Folks, I was just saying how I just landed in Italy about a few hours ago. And then against hear the players now in the locker room chanting and shouting, getting ready for the match day. The players are ready. We are in second place now, only 2 points behind the leader, and it has been an incredible run that we've been going on. Haven't lost in months actually at this point, and it's just been a great rise together. The Dragons have done it through injuries and all that, all the way down from 9th place, have worked our way up to second place. Siamo nella seconda posizione, proviamo di continuare tutto che abbiamo fatto in questi mesi contro Torella dei Lombardi stasera. Benvenuti a tutti, se guardate da Volturara ce l'avete ancora un po' di tempo, venite al campo forse, guardate qua con noi, un po' freddo però siamo qua per i ragazzi from all around the world, of all the support that has been pouring in, all the new members from Football Club Group that have joined over. It's been awesome to see all the new faces and it's just we had any no, I have Torre from the Decesimo Uomo here who is not ready for an interview yet, but forse in mezzo tempo finiremo
Però ci siamo, raga.
Però io penso solo per upload che non cade.
Perché se parli lungo il microfono da Discord si sente bene.
Vabbè.
Non lo so, cos'è la microfono? Non so. Perché abbiamo una linea che è bassa, scenderizza.
Perché Tanno era molto meglio col microfono. Perché mo col telefono, non parlavo col telefono. Testing, prova, testing. Prova col Discord. Siamo qui.
Sente meglio.
Si sente meglio.
Sì, ha detto Raffaele, sì.
Ok.
Usiamo questo allora. Usiamo Discord.
Ok, però dai.
Quindi metto un po'. Quindi me già metto molto mica.
Bravi! And the match will get underway. As we are now here for match day 14, Giornata 14, Terminio contra Torella dei Lombardi. An incredible matchup. We see Davide Feo getting ready to play in goal. And we have a good amount of Terminio ultras here who have piled in as well from Voltulare, even in the colder weather, though as I just flew in from New York, I will say it is not as cold as it was in New York. So shout out to everybody in New York, and I hope you guys are all cozy and warm, getting ready for the storm coming. Hopefully our players bring the storm tonight as well as the match gets ready to get underway. Giulione, bello. All right, taking a look at the chat real quick because I got Mikey here next to me. He says we've got Michael, Forza Draghi, Silvana, Karaya, hey, Jared, Alessandro Armato, Jared again. Yes, I'm glad to see. I'm glad you guys can hear me. All right. Match is underway and already moving now. Michele Vena. Leone. who just celebrated his birthday as well, number 4. Auguria al Leone. Good passes there. Finding Munoz. Finds Repucci. Collected by Leone. Good ball movement early from the Dragons here. Clearly showing how much they want it. Good ball movement with linking passes. Nice move by Luca David Mayo. Incredible move there by the right back. Just a little too much on the pass there. Great starting lineup we have here today. A bit of a windy night here. A windy night here in Montella. Better by Luca David Mayo. Get it in to Munoz. For the pitch. He's one defender. But showed it to the face, but for a call by all the visiting supporters at the call. Supportership. Torella. The Argentinian Brian Munoz. Giuseppe Mainetti. Paul Falcon. Dragons now make their way up the wing. Giuseppe Mainetti with the cross in. Good attempt there, but well defended. Now Luca David Mayo stops it. Ball into Uchi. Good ball. But he needed to move in and break it. The Dragons are pressing already, attacking and making their way into the box multiple times early. Something we love to see. Okay, now. Mishandled there by the Torella striker. Tell maybe after the rainy day that the turf is a bit slippery today. See how much that affects the players. Long throw in there by Giuseppe. Foul committed again. Number 2. Free kick now to Girone. Assists. Continue his contributions. Ball in. Well defended by Torella, but a dangerous ball in. Now a throw in to Terminio. Again, we are second place in the table. Terminio continua a provare di creare presto. Nice move. Ball in. Now for a goal kick. Early action. Munoz gives chase. Munoz wins the ball. Throw in. For Terminio. Dangerous ball into the box. Tie it down. Foul called. I'm not sure what foul was called, but a foul was called. Might have been on that last play there, based on the ball placement. Ho detto adesso siamo saliti a secondo in classifica. I Draghi hanno detto che 3 punti sono l'unica risolto sapere che per stare contento. A win is the only result that will make the mister and the players happy after speaking with the team. Tonight they want to continue or at least stay in second place. And then, of course, depending on what happens in the Sant'Andrea game, potentially it's a first. Numerically is possible, just 2 points behind the leader. Good switch of the field by Giuseppe Magnetti, a little too far from the end of the drift. Seems to be the long ball strategy. Early strategy from another in the process. It may be tough for them to get past our defense. And I see Alan in the football club group chat. It's not warm here, but it's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. So definitely better than New York, where I just left. Absolutely. Defended by the New York in the corner. Well played there by our defense to win the throw-in. I see Baba Goo. I think that, if based on the profile picture, might be Alan in the YouTube chat as well. Let's go Dragons. If you remember, this is the first game of the ritorno. Questa è la prima partita del ritorno. Abbiamo già giocato contro Torella di Lombardi nella prima partita del campionato e abbiamo vinto 3-0. Prima settimana del campionato So I was saying, Marino Vepucci now on the counter attack. Quick feet from Marino Vepucci, an incredible pass to Brian Munoz, who then gets the ball up to Lorenzo Fusco. Crosses the ball in, deflected, but found by Munoz just wide. The Dragons continue to attack. An attack was the theme as well. Last time we faced the Bulls, it was Bulls versus Dragons in week 1. And the last time foul now called. Yellow card as well, as they do not seem to be able to get Munoz. They can't contain him, and so therefore it's just been crazy. Apologies for any audio issues. We are trying to figure that out right now. Heard some. It might be the wind is causing some clipping. We're trying to see if we can get the microphone up from last time too. But I am live in the field this week, not cozy in an apartment in New York. And if you are hearing the audio good, let us know in the YouTube chat actually how the audio is coming in. If it's sounding okay, or if it's clipping or sounding robotic. Let us know in the YouTube chat. Just why Terminio head or foot.
No, non sto parlando. No, poi dovrei farlo io. Non faccio. Sì, ho capito, però
All right. Foul now against Torella again against Marino Repucci. We have now switched, I think, to the microphone. If you guys can hear me well now on the YouTube chat, let me know in the YouTube chat how the audio is coming. Is it sounding better now, or how's it sounding? Dangerous free kick now.
That was before, I think.
All right, we have a free kick now. Free kick now to Brian Munoz in a very dangerous position. Let's see if Munoz tries to. Oh, thank you, Trick, for the answer. I'm glad to hear the audio has improved. Munoz, just over the net for the free kick. Great attempt by Munoz, but just over over the bar. The Dragons are definitely pouncing, though. Michele Vena now. Munoz finds Petretta. Michele Petretta now, up the wing. Defended but won by the Lorenzo Fusco. Lorenzo. Fusco wins a corner. Oh, and it goes out for a goal kick. Called somehow. The Leones can't believe it. But I do believe Leone is wearing the captain's armband tonight, so that is why you can see him going over to have any words with the referee about calls. If you know the rules here, that only the captain is now allowed to go over and voice complaints for the team. Team's not allowed to swarm the referee. The ball up, dangerous for number 19. No foul call. Shot wide. And center back asking the referee, letting him know he believes he was taken down. There's now Luca David Mayo, our right back. Sends the ball up the wing. Tries to find Marino Repucci. Beautiful touch to capture the ball down and leave it for Michele Vena, who comes up a little too hard on the first touch, but still stays in possession of Terminio. Ball up now. Foul called against Brian Munoz. Now Torella will be taking a free kick from their half. As you can see, the Terminio press is still in effect this game. All the players high up, marking each player near the free kick taker. No free passes against the Dragons. Has been the Misters mentality all season. Mishandled there by Venom. Ball into the box for Torella, but handled easily, and now the counter-attack thwarted. Cleared again by Luca David Mayo. Throw it for Terminio. Nice throw by Luca David Mayo, but we welcome benvenuta Stella, che è arrivata in campo. And Marino Repucci. Throw by Torella, but recovered. Michele Vena now. Well defended there by Alessandro Pasquale. Lorenzo Fusco now. Controlled by Luca. And ball called by the referee. Number 20 on Torella, not happy with the call. Alessandro. Lorenzo Fusco. Marino Repucci now gives chase as the Dragons again work their way up the pitch. Ball up two. Tried to find Petretta. Having a healthy Petretta back and starting has been great to see tonight. As Marino Repucci lays it off for Leone, who puts it a bit miskicked left of the goal. But it's these opportunities, whatnot, that we love to see early, because as we know, our Dragons do. Eventually, they do find the back of the net when they are attacking like this. Look at Vena now. Dispossessed, but immediately back to Mainenti. Michele Petretta feeds Fusco, who lays it off to Repucci. Repucci gives it to Luca David Mea, who again finds Fusco in the corner. Fusco puts it up into the box. Orazio comfortably controls it, and now Alessandro Pasquale finds Munoz. Great play by Munoz to find Vena. Vena now in the box. Vena. Eventually getting a throw in. The coach, Mr. asking Vena to have sent that in on the first go. Mainenti now with a long throw in. Finds Vena. We have a bit of miscommunication there from David, Luca, and Orazio, both going for the ball. Goal kick now. Finds Michele Vena, who finds Petretta. Michele Petretta now. Ball in by... found Repucci, who could not put it into the back, but Michele Petretta with an incredible move. And as you could hear, the teammates from Torella, remember from earlier in the season, don't let him turn, is what they were saying. Telling him, don't let him turn, because they know if you have Petretta facing net, it is a dangerous situation. And he got a precise ball into Petretta. Oh, speaking of Repucci, Marino Repucci now again. Cleared out. But won again by Alessandro. Our defense has been great at winning these 50-50 battles. Let's see if they can continue now again. Well defended by Giuseppe Magnetti. The two defenders really pushing out number 19, not finding any space, but a clever play gets the ball through. And now won by Terminio in the counter-attack. Does he see him? He sees him. He finds Petretta. Can Petretta beat the run? Petretta gets there first. Michele Petretta. Michele Petretta. Golasso! Michele Petretta! Oh! Golasso! Olè! Draghi, golasso, Terminio 1-0. Incredibile golasso. The Tiger, the Train. Michele Petretta is his name. What a goal. Incredible goal. 1-0. 1-0 per i Draghi. Incredibile. Incredibile. Una serata qua. Davide Feo now, our veteran goalie. A new board member at Football Club Group. Michele Vena now looking to defend. An incredible start. And that goal really means a lot for Pietretta, who was out with injury. He got a collision that really put I can't remember if it was a break in his nose or something, but it was a tough collision that took him out for a couple of weeks. And I know now this is I think his first official start back since the injury. And I know watching his teammates as our number 9, watching his teammates score all the goals, I'm sure tonight felt really nice to lead it off for us. Bravissimo Miguel, incredibile golasso. Yes, looking at the group chat, exactly. John, Silvana, Volti, Avon, Trap, Michael, Jared, David, Luke, Betty, everybody. Incredible. Love to see all the support from around the world coming in on the chat. Incredible. We now see a foul called against Torella on Repucci, who stayed down. E golasso di Michele Vedretta. Wow, 44 beautiful viewers from around the world tuning in right now. Thank you all for supporting the Dragons. Incredible. Now Luca David Mea with the ball in, fast in. Leone again. Unfortunately makes its way out, but another attack from Terminio. Incredibile. Goal kick now. Michele Vena. Vena again. Who finds Petretta. Beautiful ball in. Who finds Munoz. Golazo! Brian Munoz! Golazo! Che bellissima gol dell'argentino Brian Munoz! Con l'assist da Michele Petretta. Petretta with a goal and an assist. And Munoz with a beautiful header to put the Terminio Dragons up 2-0 early against Torella. Che bellissimo gol di Brian Munoz. Adesso 2-0 per i Draghi. Presto nella partita, 2-0. Non c'è una soluzione per Torella ancora, per i Draghi. Continuiamo ancora di nuovo. E serata anche per Michele Petretta con un assist e con un gol nel primo tempo. This is the beauty of being a Dragon, is that on any given Saturday or Sunday, another one of our incredible athletes will put on a show for us as Prepucci puts the ball to the corner for Petretta, who does win us a corner kick. Defender tried to be clever there, but Pedretta's power. We are looking at a corner kick now from Brian Munoz, our goal scorer. If the pattern continues, the previous goal scorer gets the next assist tonight. So Munoz for the corner. Ball in. And now for Leone, and just sneaks by out for a goal kick or potentially free kick. We are here, folks, in Montella. What a game for me to be back in Volturara, reporting live from the pitch. Another shout out to all the football club group supporters from around the world watching. And again, we got to give Alan Brooks a shout out for all the new members. Make sure you all go to Continues Arcade, his arcade as well. Fans are getting restless here. The away supporters that have come frustrated.
Sono un sacco le loro. Sì, ma 5-6 quando. Sono tutti loro. Che vergogna.
Lightning, cleared it out.
Mica mi senti vero, vero?
The Dragons have really
Mica mi senti.
put the work in, continued work. You could tell that they celebrated Leone's birthday on Thursday at training. Davide Feo in the bright orange. Our goalie punts the ball now up. A beautiful punt up to find Pedretta. Eventually back to the goalie. True thank you to all of you who have been tuning in from around the world again. It really means a lot to this community, even just showing up today, my first day back, seeing everybody and hearing how they're feeling, in the last hour. It's been amazing. Once again, an attempt by Torella to make it up the field, but the defense doing a great job to keep it. And now that is a goal kick to Terminio. Bravo, Dori. Numero 1 tifoso del Terminio, il Tore. As Repucci now with a beautiful trap to lay the ball off to Fusco puts it back to Repucci, who puts it back in. Almost finds Pedretta, but then collected by the goalie, who does appear to be grateful to have been covering the ball there. Beautiful play. Repucci now lays it back off to Fusco, who finds Pedretta. Pedretta now finds Munoz. Munoz tricks around two defenders. Finds Luca David Meo, who finds himself offsides. No complaints from Luca. What a clever play. Leone now. Lena. Beautiful ball movement by the midfield. No danger there for Davide. Comfortably showing off by trapping it with his feet first. I'm sure the fans at home wish he might have just grabbed it, but the experienced keeper takes every second he can. As Repucci lays it off trickly to get it to Pedretta. Pedretta now makes it by the defender. Repucci now Marino De Pucci. Eventually. What a match we have here today, folks. I see Alan have it on the big screen in the arcade. I continues arcade streaming our matches live. Incredible. I think that's at Continues Arcade on Instagram. Make sure you follow. I see Trick as well. With the comment, yeah, I'm glad that the picture-in-picture from Alessandro Zirpolo and Raf in the control center, incredible, incredible. And I know Michael Buono's fingers are chilly out here, so we thank you to everybody. Hey, now member number 2. Wow, the final visionary, incredible to see that. As the shot comes in, nice shot, but wide. The group chat for Football Club Group is incredible. And if you haven't joined yet, make sure you do at footballclubgroup.com. As we were just saying, we've completed our visionaries, gotten to all 250, but we are now welcoming all of our luminaries, which we have a decent amount of. I think we might be up to like 260s, 270. Oh, Michele Petretta down, but not called by the referee. You hear the Terminio Ultras here calling for something. Long shot there by Torella. A hope and a prayer is pretty much the story for Torella de Lombardi tonight. But we never want to speak too early. A 2-0 lead is not as comfortable as a 3-0 lead, so we'll still wait to send them packing. But Marino De Pucci has just that in mind with an incredible run and a cut. Finds Munoz. Incredible shot saved by the goalie. What a play. Beautiful connection, De Pucci to Munoz there. The Captain Leone asking how a foul was not called there against Lombardi. As De Pucci tried to get the cross in, he was taken out. But now, Petretta finds Munoz, who puts a beautiful ball in there, but saved by the goalie. Great quick play by... Now the referee having some words with the Terminio mister. Luca David Mayo puts the ball up. Oh, and almost finds Munoz just a bit over his head. Really good, clever plays, though, to create some action. The Dragons have been great at giving us all types of goals as well throughout the season. Off of corners, off of action plays, and with their heads, with their feet. Beautiful movement, but immediately one back again. As you can see, the press against this squad has really been effective. Beautiful feint there by Mainenti. A little bit of back and forth here now. Torella really having trouble connecting passes tonight. And Terminio definitely were the favorites coming into this, so it's not trash talk as much as it is analysis here. But I believe Torella came into the match with 10 points as Petretta looks to find Munoz. Brian Munoz now, clever chip in, but defended eventually by number 21, who saves the ball from going in as Munoz chipped the goalie there. And Raf sent into the group chat as well that technically, since Sant'Andrea hasn't played yet, if the results hold and Sant'Andrea loses tomorrow, we would be in first place now. Cross in, Oh, and our defender unable to handle that, but that's of course not his forte. But yeah, that is a true fact, guys. And while Santander is playing a team that is lower in the table tomorrow, and just as we're projected to win this game, they are projected to win their game as well. But hey, anything can happen on any given Saturday or Sunday. Exactly, Jared. I just go catching up on the chat. David as well. David Dorico says, well done. It's incredible. Definitely says a lot about our defense that we're forcing the long shots. Absolutely, Luke. It's a great point. Mainentinel, unfortunately, losing the ball, but gives chase. Well, one back. Petretta now sneaks by, finds Vena, who switches the field, finds Munoz, who does a quick trick to get by a defender, gets by another, but the double team is tough. But nowhere to go. And again, just kicking the ball down the field with a hope and a prayer as the ball now comes down. Like, that's our FCG VP of product there, Mikey, running down to help get the ball back in. Now Giuseppe Mainenti, who has also joined us at Football Club Group as a member as well. Kicks the ball up. Lorenzo Fusco. Marino De Pucci. Beautiful moves by Marino to then find Fusco. With a beautiful move from Fusco now. Lorenzo Fusco. Into traffic there. You could see our young players confident to go into traffic. We love to see that ambition there from the youngest on our squads. All right, here we go. Throwing now to Torella. The ref has to go back a bit, but I will say, they'll call it chilly out here, but it is a nice night for football out here, I will say. So anybody that is ever thinking about coming to Volturara from the Northeast, it may not be that one. It's not Miami, but it's not New York, I'll tell you that much. As now Munoz on the counter. Beautiful ball up to find Marino De Pucci in stride, but also well defended there by the Torella de Lombardi defender, potentially saving a fatal 3-0 lead in the first half. But now, Davide Feo, one of the newest board members of Football Club Group, one of our initial hometown directors, alongside Antonio Girone, who is not making a start tonight, potentially facing injury. Well moved by Vena. But as I was saying, Davide Feo is one of the first two hometown directors for Football Club Group. And what that means in our bylaws as a cooperative is that it is mandated by law that, based on the structure of how we organized our cooperative, that once we owned a club, we would have to have a director, at least one director from the town, within 50 kilometers of the stadium, who had lived there for more than 5 years, be on the board, so that there was a local representation always on the board. And then with our agreement with Terminio, we will have 4 actually, which is incredible. We love that amount of local support for the club as well. So the first 2, one being Davide Feo, but now Let's get back to the action as a throw-in. Cleared, but finds Repucci. Fusco gives chase. Ball out for a Terminio throw-in. You can see a bit of a look of exasperation on the look of the Bulls players as the Dragons have brought the fire for the entire first half. Giuseppe Mainenti now with a throw-in. Ball into the box, but comfortably collected by the goalie. You could hear the away fans upset that the ref is not pushing for halftime, but we now hear the whistle blow for halftime, and that is halftime, folks. Siamo 2-0, Terminio 2, Torella dei Lombardi 0, qui a Montella. I draghi stanno portando il fuoco. As we see Michele Petretta now coming into the tunnel to say hello to Giulione. Bravo, Michele! Incredible scenes here. And we see Antonio Girone as well, walking up. Doesn't look like he's dressed to play tonight, but... Wait! Let's go say hello to Antonio Girone. Bello, saluta la diretta.
Ciao ragazzi, ciao tifosi in tutto il mondo, vi vogliamo bene, forza Terminio. C'ho la panchina.
Bello. Dimmi. Sì. Sì? Intervista? No, ok. Sì, un intervista? Bella? No? Ah, peccato. Ok, però i tifosi stanno qui al campo per vedere i draghi. Diciamo che hanno fatto un bel lavoro nel primo tempo, 2-0. Tante volte eravamo nella porta loro. We were in their net and in the box all of the first half, threatening, bringing the heat. The first half was incredible. Now that I'm here, I don't know if the highlights are going yet. You might still see me. If you see me, amazing. But right now, we'll send you to the highlights and we will get back for the second half. But we really want to thank all of our sponsors and everybody who has supported all of us throughout the entire season. From if you're a FCG owner, if you're a local sponsor, ringraziamo a tutti i sponsors perché non possiamo fare niente senza voi, il vostro supporto. Grazie ai sponsors, a tutti. Ci vediamo per il secondo tempo.
Era meglio la neve di prima.
Quindi sta troppo. Proprio 2 ore fa. Giusto for the match. Perciò quando ho visto che era le 7, eravamo in volo, era per Roma. Noi abbiamo affittato la macchina e ho visto che con la macchina per affittare da Roma a Avellino costava quasi lo stesso di 2 biglietti del treno, che era tranquillo. E da mo' è alla casa e poi esatto, è tranquillo. L'unica cosa più importante, Sì, perciò ci siamo. Penso di sì, se abbiamo dormito passando sul volo, allora penso che possiamo stare almeno una notte. Dammi o qualcosa. Hello. How are you? Come state? Io ho visto. Oggi. No, è proprio pomeriggio siamo sì.
Ogni tanto ti passo,
Tranquillo. Mai sta... No,
sta tutto...
Sì.
No, quando sta?
Sì, no, non lo so. Ryan. Bello gioco. Belle gol, come fa? No, sì, guarda. Se giocano lo stesso, ci diciamo almeno 4-0. Sì, esatto. E come va tutta la postura? Sì, no. Però
Allora fatto vedere mamma mia,
la estate.
Capodanno
Sì.
una rotta non senza maglia, pure che mangiava tutte della piscina. Io morta di freddo che stavo poi stavamo a casa e andavamo a casa. Morta di freddo, che sta un papà stava senza maglia. Allora
Fatto tempo devo tornare a casa. Senti, ciao.
Ma questo sei veramente... Fare! Signori!
Prova. Ci siamo? Aspetto Michael dice sì, ci siamo.
Giulio è prova vivente che questa comunità aveva bisogno di un progetto come questo, che Volturara ha un sacco di problemi.
Ah sì?
Infatti Giulio era il primo socio, penso, di Football Club Group da Volturara, anche prima che abbiamo deciso di fare questo progetto insieme. Giulio già era avanti, diciamo. Grande Giulione. And you see the players now coming back onto the pitch for the second half after we got to see the special guests. Cerrone and Giulione. I was saying how Giulio was actually the first member of Football Club Group well before we even had the submission from Terminio, and actually was part of the group that submitted the Terminio application for acquisition. Ore, bello.
Il dell'America è ritornato dopo tanto tempo, noi lo aspettavamo, eccolo qua di nuovo con noi. Adesso inizia il secondo tempo, tutti carichi, guardiamo la partita.
The number one fan of Terminio, sempre. And you see him on the 12° Uomo podcast, spesso. Sì. Mo vediamo per le sostituzioni. Here we go, folks. As you can see, the Dragons are already ready. First one's out on the pitch, ready to get the game going. As I look out there, it's a little easy. Substitutions have been made, but it does look like the same players are all out on the pitch. Ce ne abbiamo gli stessi giocatori del primo tempo. Il mister ha visto qualcosa che è piaciuto e ha detto che continuiamo così. The mister liked what he saw, I said, and he said, let's keep it going like this, you know. You can see number 9, Michele Petretto, already ready, pouncing in a position that's ready to get the goal. Come va intervista? A Rob, sì. Allo derby.
Guardami bene. Allora su che capo di con lui o parlo sì?
Con lui.
Con il mio presidente, il fratello dell'America, il mio presidente.
No, grande, bro.
Capocannoniere.
Speriamo di no, però sì. Incredibile. Luca, David Meo. Marino De Pucci, the second half is underway. We had a special guest, the leading scorer, actually, from our rivals. As you can see, the friendly banter between the crosstown rivals as he came to watch us play against Torella. Now throwing to Marino De Pucci. And Luca moves the chains down closer. The trend continues of us being down in the end of the field here with the possession.
Nice move by Orazio there to maintain possession and get the ball all the way back to Davide Feo. Composure there from the center back. And again, a lot of credits to Orazio Boscolo, who has taken a new move into... Yes, exactly. You are correct. That was Jimmy, the leading scorer, capocannoniere of the league from Sporting Volturara, special guest, ospito. And he was for anybody that doesn't speak Italian, he was also joking how he was saying if he scores goals against us during the derby next week, make sure we get him a nice the video nice of him too. Some good friendly banter. And then he said, I'm the leading scorer, or I'll be the leading scorer. And I said, hopefully not, but a nice ball in there from Brian Munoz to find Depucci, but a little too close to the goalie. It's now Torella looking to find ways. But back to Orazio Pascolo. A bit too much on that one. A bit too much mustard on it, as one of my high school, I don't know if it was one of my coaches or teachers that used to say that. Too much mustard on that one. Just enough mustard on that one as he clears it forward. Adesso but cleared by Davide comfortably to find Brian Munoz. But now one back as Torella tries to get past Leone. Unable to as the ball goes out of bounds. Quick throw in. Forced back out. Well trapped there by Alessandro Pasquale to clear the ball out, but then won again by Torella. Well defended Lorenzo Fusco as Repucci sends it up for Petretta. Petretta give chase. Petretta now. And that defender wanted nothing to do with the one-on-one with Michele Petretta, the tiger, the train. Petretta's his name. Taking the ball out, giving mercy. And now throw in for Luca David Mayo. Marino Repucci. The ball makes its way to Brian Munoz, who makes its way past two defenders. Triple team there. Laid off for Luca David Mayo with a rip. Saved by the goalie. Deflected now again. Leone gets to Munoz, who takes a one kick. Oh, collected by the goalie. Didn't connect fully there, but a beautiful kick there. Scissor kick on the volley. We'll remind you our goal scorers from the first half were Michele Petretta and Brian Munoz. As Torella look to find their way up the field. Great tackle from Giuseppe Mainenti. Incredible tackle. Sportsmanship and all as the ball goes out for a throw-in. But our left back commanding the field all game. Ball into the box. Defended. Number 3 now in the box for Torella. Swarmed by the defense. Michele Vena now well trapped and well cleared as Brian Munoz gives chase. Cleared by the defender, who had the height advantage. Dangerous ball into the box, cleared out by Luca Davideo. Dangerous shot coming in from 10. Finds its way, as you could see Davide Feo, the goalie from Terminio. Grateful that the ball went out for a goal kick, but really not wanting his defense to change. Like what he's saying, what has changed? Why are they getting shots now? So he wants his defense to bring the same energy as last time. As you see, Brian Munoz now gives chase and continues the Terminio press. Missed kick by the goalie there as Petretta then gives chase. Throw in given to Terminio now in a dangerous position. Can the Dragons make it 3 here? We will see. Manenti. As the ball goes out for a corner kick now. Munoz makes his way to the corner. Brian Munoz, who has come to play for us. The Argentina-born midfielder. He played 3 leagues above us and was one of our acquisitions in the offseason to see if we can fight for promotion. Munoz now with the ball in, a dangerous ball in, and that's a goal from Leone after a strike from Brian Munoz in the corner. Gol! Il Leone! Per il compleanno suo. Auguri Leone, auguri. Happy birthday Leone. And happy birthday to Polisportiva Terminio. 3-0 Terminio. Bravissimo raga! Incredibile, incredibile. A goal for his birthday, the defensive midfielder, known for being an enforcer on the squad, enforced his way through that goal, somehow making something of that beautiful ball in from. And now, charged up more than ever, the Lion is. If you don't know, when I say Leone, that is the nickname of number 4, Mirko. His nickname is the Lion for his roar. And now with the 3-0 lead, you can hear the away fans really frustrated, thinking the referee could have anything to do with this scoreline. Is a bit funny, but we've been down 3-0 before, so we know what frustration feels like. Can't blame them. But right now, as it stands, the scoreline does replicate what our scoreline was against the Bulls in week 1. We did win that game 3-0 away at their stadium. And now here tonight at home, again 3-0. As Leone now called handball, even though clearly inadvertent, but the rules are the rules. Number 3 now looking for an attack on Torella coming up the wing as Luca Davideo keeps him at bay. He beats Luca, but in comes Orazio to make sure. Put the ball now. Nothing there, as the referee says there is nothing there. As Marino wins the ball back and Fusco chips it up to Munoz. Put the ball now out for a throw-in. The level of training the Meester must have on our players to have them playing a press, even with a 3-0 lead, is a beautiful thing. We could tell the conditioning has been met. And at this level, remember, these are not professional athletes who have all day, every day to train and stay fit. So when you see our players running all day long and pressing, that is impressive. Granted, you've got now looking like Michele Pedretta was clipped there on his foot and maybe stepped on. Seems to be limping a bit. There's now a counterattack from Torella. As now ball in, cleared out. Nice bicycle kick there, but defended, and forget the minute. He clears the ball out again all the way downfield, making sure there is no chance at another attack. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Mikey's bringing up the chat now. Incredible. Yes, Adam Vickers, I see you too. There can't be a more informed team in the whole Europe. Exactly. Did someone use a cheat code? Probably. Referee has had a good game. I actually agree, Luke, too. And obviously, as the winning team, it's easier to say that. But I gotta give it to the ref. Like a couple of calls, maybe here and there. But remember, the line judges are provided by each team, so you can eliminate the line judges being actual partial or impartial thing. So we have a ref with no VAR, no nothing, refereeing a lower league game as we've done in the past. And as a fan, even I might get frustrated. I always though give credit to the referees at this level, because I heard our cameraman saying it earlier too, Michael. He was like, damn, a hard job it is to be a referee, because they at this level, it's not like they're getting paid the big bucks. They do it for the love of the game, and we really appreciate that. As Luca David Mayo now contains the ball and does not have the most comfortable clearance of all, so now gives number 3 an opportunity to get a shot in, but it goes far wide of the net. As everyone's saying, calm down. There's nothing crazy going on, but keep your calm. It's the little mistakes that could turn a game around. So making sure we keep the ball in their half, as now, if that got by, Michele Pedretta was about to be out. What a time here in Montella per giornate 14. I Draghi stanno giocando proprio carichi stasera, 3-0 contro Torella dei Lombardi. Un gol per Michele Pedretta, poi per Brian Munoz e poi questo gol adesso dal Leone, Mirko. As now Munoz retains possession, looks around. Well played by Giuseppe Mainenti to then help it find Vena, as now it appears, perfect. Well played by Luca David. Ball called out of bounds by the referee. The player's not agreeing, but again, no line judge, right? So well defended by the Lion. As now Pedretta beats the player number 2. He's out. There he is. Petretta. Oh, fouled. Petretta. Given a foul outside of the box, though, as you could hear the roar potentially from the Terminio bench. They knew it before I did because the ref was pointing to the spot where the foul occurred instead of pointing to the penalty spot. And I'm sure you guys at home might see something different on VAR, but again, the referee could not obviously keep up with Michele Petretta sprint down the field. And so the foul is called right outside the box, which is still a dangerous position when you've got Brian Munoz. As you saw the last time. Munoz for the free kick now. Oh, saved by a header of a player on the line. The post, man, that ball was going into the back of the net. The goalie had no chance. What a save. That's why you keep players on the post. Beautiful curling in shot from Munoz, who is on fire tonight. Luca David Mayo. Goal! Lasso! Luca David Mayo! Il maestro! Geme! Geme! Mamma mia, che golasso! David Mayo, il nostro right back, con un assist da Brian Munoz, incredibile. Luca, David Mayo, 4-0, Dragons, 4-0 per i Draghi. Vogliamo e adesso il mister dà un po' di riposa ai nostri difensori, Giuseppe e Luca. Entra Luca Volpe, another incredible Luca, veteran of the team. Luca Volpe! And then we have Daniele Cunzo also coming as well to help with the attack, another big body on the field. And the ball immediately out for a goal kick. And what a matchup we have tonight, folks. If you're tuning in, incredible. And it does look like, oh, Mikey is telling me we do have El Capitano, Luigi Feo, on the field. Luigi, number 10, has been dealing with an injury all season, and so it's amazing to see him get minutes as well. He is one of the most veteran players on the team, who once played in many divisions above, 4 divisions above, I believe, at one point in his prime, but born and raised in Volturara and playing for his hometown squad now. There he is. That's Capitano now with the ball and smartly passes it back to Davide Feo, another veteran. You can hear how excited the Ultras are to have Capitano on the pitch.
Vai.
As now Kunzo gives chase. Every goal scored tonight by the Dragons has been a beautiful goal. Ogni gol è stato proprio bellissimo dai ragazzi. Non c'è un gol. E mo provano di segnare loro, però non c'è ancora niente per Torella dei Lombardi. Si vede che il fuoco dei draghi è stato un po' troppo per Torella stasera. Gli ultras chiedono per 5, non basta 4 per gli ultras qua. As another ball sails over the net for Torella. The ultras here are asking for 5. I thought it here saying we're with Pedretta near us here on the sideline. As Marino De Pucci here walking to the locker room after a hard match. And now Michele Pedretta on the wing wins the throw-in. Throw-in to Torella dei Lombardi. At 4-0, I think it's a good time to also maybe give a little bit of history of Volturara Irpina as well. If you didn't know, the region is known for incredible agriculture and farming scene as well. Everything from chestnuts to world-renowned fagioli, but we do have a potential counterattack. Michele Pedretta now to Kunzo. Looks for Kunzo, but cleared off to the side as a throw-in now to Terminio. But yes, the Quaranto Fagioli bean is one of the most, if you're in the bean community, you know already, but Volturara Irpina is actually renowned in the bean community for its specific Quaranto Fagiolo bean. There's always a huge festival, I believe, in September to celebrate with food everywhere. Also, as I mentioned, chestnuts, which we were here in October, the beginning of the season, when everyone was harvesting chestnuts, and that's a beautiful time of year to be in Volturara as well. Capitano now with a beautiful linked pass to Ooh, great tackle there. That actually looked like it could have been a clean tackle, but of course, from the ref's perspective, a yellow card now given as well. Substitution now. Some words for the players. You can see this frustration on the Bulls' face. You can, Orazio, our defender, there saying, "Listen, calm down. Pretend he gave you the card. And so, grasping at straws now. They look to try. Now the referee makes his way back for the free kick for Torella. Dangerous ball into the box, cleared by the defender who committed the foul. And now a breakaway for Munoz. Back to cross in. Luca Volpe with the commanding header to get it to Leone and clear it out. Michele Vena now. Looks like Munoz is down, grabbing his face, and the other player grabbing his ankle. See if it was a bit of theater or if it was real, is what the fans are asking. It's interesting how in this league's even more so now than in the pros. You'll see that the players have to continue to try to sometimes sell if they are, even if they are actually legitimately fouled. You'll notice that sometimes the theater is not just for theater purposes, but if the ref is far away and doesn't know you've been fouled, you may over-exaggerate it more to let someone far away be aware of the contact that was made. But now in the pros, you can tell with the VAR and whatnot, it's a little less utilized as a somewhat dangerous ball and is comfortably collected by the goalie. Some other beautiful history about Volturari Irpina is the Festa di Sant'Antonio that happens in the end of July every summer, celebrating the patron saint of the town, but it is a week-long festival of music and food and street vendors and activations and art. It's a beautiful thing. Ringraziamo sempre al comitato della Festa di Sant'Antonio che portano tanto gioia e spirito del paese. As another great clearance there by Orazio. The away fans are increasingly frustrated with their players tonight as they're not seeing quite the showing they were hoping. But a corner now from Torella. Attempted to be collected by Davide, but gone out for a goal kick. And we've got about 15 minutes left in regulation right now. As we take a look, we'll take a look back into the chat to see how you guys are doing in the chat. See Silvana, Antonio Di Feo, Volticat, Giampaolo Di Meo, Siete Grandi, saluti da Alfonso. It's an incredible night, folks. Ringrazio. The referee is now pausing for a substitution, it looks like, coming in for Terminio. Sostituzione per Terminio. E mister adesso prova a dare il tempo di riposo. Grande raga, grande! This is a great time, again, to let some of our veterans. It's perfect to see our Capitano on the field next to one of our youngest players on the field who just came on as well. See the newest substitution there, number 18, getting the ball. Nicolo Mele, number 18 there, on the attack. Orazio Pascolo with great defense there. Leone now. Il mister saying non rischia, il mister dice non rischia perché non vuole che i giocatori, anche 4-0, diciamo, il differenziale dei gol forse sarà importante alla fine del campionato, allora quando segniamo anche 5-6-0 sarà una cosa che conta, allora non vogliamo niente gol per loro stasera, anche se dispiace che una squadra perde 4-0, per noi è il nostro dovere. I was saying that the Mister doesn't want anyone to let up any goals because, especially with how tight the top of the table is, at the end of the season, it may come down to the fact that goal differential makes up the difference. As we have a substitution now for Torella, sostituzione per Torella. But I was saying that in the season where the top of the table is so tight, goal differential may matter at the end, and so this isn't just for show. This isn't just to make a team feel bad. As much you hate to see a team lose 4-0. I'd even want to give them a consolation goal if the table wasn't so tight, but no goals for them tonight if we can help it, because unless we score 8, then we can give them 1. But every goal will help, as we know that the top table teams have been scoring. We had the top scorer of our rivals as well here. And so, no other team is shy of scoring, so we got to make sure we're not either. As now the defenders look to do exactly what I'm trying to say while attacking, but comfortably saved by Davide. Probably his most difficult save of the night, but not one that really gave anyone in the stadium any worry. A beautiful punt now to try to find Kunzo, and it lands at the feet of Brian Munoz. Munoz now puts the ball in, deflected. Capitano, smart, but dispossessed. Alessandro Pasquale with a great header to ensure no counterattack. Again, beautiful composure and knowing where to be from our defense. Nicolo. As Michele Petretta continues. Stopped by Orazio Pascolo there. Beautiful Orazio. Bravo, bravo. Incredible. The Dragons are beasting tonight. You can hear the dogs barking in the background. They know the energy is live in the stadium. As number 10 on Torella tries to make some attack. Orazio with yet another clearance as Michele Petretta now gives chase one-on-one. Michele Petretta wins a corner kick for Terminio. Intelligent, very smart. Doesn't do anything to risk an injury, or now we can get another minute probably of stoppage time, of time taken. Even though a quick corner is how we scored last time. It's great you see a trick play there, but giving it to Petretta first. So then Munoz to Petretta. Arma. Mo entra Armato. Grandissimo. Alessandro Armato gets ready to substitute in. If you know anything about his story, he is a legend here at Volturara, and let's just say if you see him coming into the match, we've essentially secured the win. But he's a feel good story for the team, and embraced by the players as one of our own. You can tell he enjoys his time with the players on the pitch, and now you see him there on the pitch. Grande Arma, sei grandissimo. What a time, folks. What a time. It's a feel-good night here. As you can hear the ultras cheering on Alessandro Armato, making his way onto the pitch. Nicolo Mele to Capitano. Arguably, potentially the youngest to the oldest. Siamo quasi al quale minuto? Siamo 37. No, ce l'abbiamo quasi 8 minuti. 8 minutes left about in the match. Will we be able to give them the goal the Ultras want? As the cheers continue for Armato. Let's take one more look at the group chats, how everybody's doing as Torella does make an incredible play, but off the post, unable to put it through. And then well defended by Terminio. Another shot in, saved comfortably now by Davide, who has a bit of a word. Yes, keep going, strong. Thank you again to everybody who still watched. Also, make sure if you have the Tutto Campo app, you can go and vote for the player of the match on Tutto Campo's app. And when you vote for player of the match, they get player of the match. It increases the more votes they get, it increases their chance also of making the top 11 across the league for the week. For Americans, or it's essentially the ESPN for lower league soccer here, Calcio. As the defense again, comfortably letting the ball now go back to Davide Feo. Here we go, folks. The final minutes now. Where now it's a game of goal differential, right? It's can we score another one to increase goal differential? And can we also at the same time, though, ensure that we don't let up another goal? And this is why you see the smart plays by the defense. Containing, and clearing. Beautiful thing. Beautiful play by Alessandro Pasquale there. Incredible hustle from the right back, who is still in from starting and still somehow has energy, has ran up the whole field. Alessandro Pasquale again now. Corner and buys us some time as the ball does go out of bounds.
Sostituzione per loro.
And another substitution for Torella e Lombardi. As now in the final minutes, of the match, Michele Pedretta now goes to the wing to take the corners from the right side sometimes as well. Especially with corner in. Saved. But Capitano now. Beautifully thwarted counter. As now Davide Feo all alone, looking for someone to kick to. Makes his way to the corner. The Ultras thanking Davide for kicking the ball our way. Totally. Everyone can be playful now at this point. When you're up 4-0, it's a little easier to joke around. As now number 10 from Torella looks to try to change the scoreline. Another shot wide. Unable to Davide Feo, the goalie. As Luca Volpe, who also, shout out to Luca Volpe, one of the center back. He is also the graphic designer of Terminio. So the jersey that you see the players wearing right now was designed by Luca Volpe. And Luca Volpe also will be collaborating to make the final rendition, making sure FIGC and LND compliance and whatnot, with the winner of the FCG Dark Kit Design vote. And so, reminder, if you haven't seen already, a call out to all football club group designers. We will be designing a new special dark black kit for the Dragons to play in the end of the season. And so the designer that designs that will be then on the end collaborating with Luca Volpe, who is the creative director, you could say, of Terminio. And it'll be a beautiful collaboration of our global fan base with local representatives. So make sure you check the dashboard and email as well for anything about it. If you are a designer, go to your member dashboard football club group for the latest update about that as well. Make sure you get submissions in by February 1st, as we want to have those kids on the players this season. Yes, exactly. He is the best designer ever, Silvana. Exactly. Abbiamo detto ringraziamo sempre a Luca Volpe, che è il nostro designer dei kit e tutto, i graphics che vedete, sempre è stato un grande designer e adesso anche per il Terminio ha dato il suo talento e sta contento di anche collaborare con qualche designer da Football Club Group per un nuovo kit sponsorizzato da Football Club. Torre ha ragione, se avete sentito. Stasera segna Armato e vinciamo campionato. Che bello. È così. Alessandro Armato now gives chase. Forza Arma! Great pressing from Alessandro Armato. Kunzo now in the box. Kunzo. Now a counter attack by Torella. Offsides called by the referee. Some frustration from the Torella players, but I don't know if any of their players have any merit to complain about the others. It seems to have been an overall tough night for them. As Kunzo now on the breakaway, unable to chase down. Armato now gives chase. Bravo Armato, bravo Alessandro. As Nicolo now, number 18. Bravo. Alessandro Pasquale now with the throwing. We're now a minute into stoppage time. We haven't seen the referee make a mention of any number of minutes of stoppage time. So, but there hasn't been too much stoppage aside from the substitutions. So I can't see more than 3 minutes of stoppage in a game, and the game is 4-0. I think at this level, there's a bit of discretion taken there as well. So I can't see more than 3 minutes given of stoppage time, maybe 4. But we should be coming to the conclusion of the match. And so all of you beautiful people who have made it to the end of the match, you are the OGs, the real supporters. We really appreciate it. Staying for 2 hours with us here today on your Saturday. Or even if you tuned in for the end, we appreciate it. As finally, Davide gets some action and makes a nice save and tries to find Gunzo on the counter-attack. Stopped by the defender. But a beautiful save there by Davide Feo, who you could see got an applause for keeping the clean sheet alive. As they will continue to try to do so, the Terminio players in these final minutes. The ref looks at his watch but decides not yet. We'll let the play continue. Ball in from the corner. Number 10 now. Close in. Big save by Davide Feo. Grandissima parata per Davide Feo. E la partita finisce così. 4-0. Grandi ragazzi. I draghi volano ancora in seconda categoria. Incredibile. What a matchup tonight, folks. The Dragons win 4-0 against Torella Lombardi at home. And our first matchup of the ritorno, la prima partita del ritorno, sarà una vittoria. È un vittoria per Terminio. E siamo qui adesso allo stadio. E aspettiamo i giocatori che sempre nel campo adesso si vede in gioia. We are here. What a... Allora, adesso siamo qui. We are here now with number 1 fan, Tore. Parla un po' della partita. Che senti?
È stata una bella partita e dovevamo vincere perché abbiamo bisogno di vincere, abbiamo tanta voglia di vincere. Adesso ci prepariamo per la prossima settimana e per il derby. I ragazzi stanno in forma, stiamo avendo un bel periodo, quindi tutti uniti e aspettiamo anche i nostri tifosi qui a tifare per noi alla prossima partita. Un abbraccio e un grande saluto ad Armato, migliore in campo.
Incredibile. Allora, il migliore giocatore hai detto Armato, però il gol preferito di stasera, perché erano tanti. Qual era il tuo gol preferito stasera?
Allora, sono contento che ha segnato Mirko, però diciamo che tra i miei gol preferiti è quello di Vedetta sicuramente e il gol di Brian.
Di Brian, sì, tante belle.
Brian è un ragazzo che diciamo ha tanta fama di fare gol, quindi ci aspettiamo il meglio per lui. Alla prossima.
Incredibile. Alla prossima. So what you saying per gli americani, mo? So for those in English, what he was saying is, we got the 3 points tonight, but we expected the 3 points tonight, but we did it in a fashion that really showed him that the team was informed and that we're ready to go into the derby next weekend against Sporting Volturara and do what needs to be done to continue the job. And then I asked him what his favorite, goal of the night was, and he had some trouble deciding because there were so many good goals. And in the end, he said Bertetta's goal, also Leone, because he was happy for him to get a goal on his birthday. But he said Brian's goal was great and super meaningful as well, because he could tell the hunger that Brian has to score these goals and do it for Terminio. Grazie Salvatore, ho detto bene in inglese, capito tutto, sì. Ciao ragazzi, grazie. Esatto, thank you again to our media team, Michael, Raf, Alessandro, everybody, Mikey, who was helping us stay abreast with the chat tonight, and all the players, all the ultras that came here tonight as well. Everybody, we need you more. Ci serviamo più ultras prossima settimana per il derby. Mi raccomando. Esatto. Bravo. Esatto. 12° uomo, 8:30 di sera, in diretta.
Magari facciamo anche qualche minutino in più.
Esatto. We might have a nice extended episode tonight on Monday's episode of 12° Uomo, the live podcast, where
Torre is often a special guest there as well with Girone and company. So we appreciate all of you. Ringraziamo ai sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to everybody watching, everybody from Football Club Group around the world, from 14, I think, different countries at this point or something. We appreciate all of you. Forza Terminio, forza ragazzi. Volturara sempre, per sempre. Ciao.
Ok.
Però 4-0.
Ho detto a Giulio a mezzo tempo, sicuro 2 o 3 in secondo.
Io ho detto
We've all dreamed of owning a professional football club, but at one point we've also all realized that we may never be rich enough to make it a reality. The main reason we're all here is because we want to fulfill that lifelong dream of owning a football club together. The member-owned model has been around since football was created, with some of the most successful clubs in the world like Real Madrid, FC Barcelona, and Bayern Munich being owned by thousands of members. We studied their bylaws and realized not only was this possible, but there was even room for innovation to be even more democratic and inclusive. The second major reason we started FCG is that we are tired of billionaires running our beautiful game and using the clubs for profit or worse, to wash their image. We want to help reverse the trend of billionaire control, one club at a time. Not all billionaire owners have bad intentions, but we don't think one person in complete control of any club is the way a game should be run. It's the people's game and it should be owned and run by the people. And again, this isn't just some hope and prayer. History has proven that this model can lead to massive success. It should also be clear, members of Football Club Group are not in this to make money and pull profits from the club. Our ultimate goal is to perpetually reinvest extra profits back into the club so that our men's and women's squads can win more games and advance to higher leagues. We want to eventually win Champions League one day. We're here to fulfill our dreams, have fun, and help shape the future of our beautiful game. This is why.